This little part is a disclaimer or a heads up. I do use DLC weapons, and I will be going to the DLC in the later episodes. So if you don't want to be spoiled, this is just a heads up and a warning for you now. Either way, I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been a while actually since I've made one of these videos. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I'm glad to be back. Getting the ball rolling again, and hopefully I'm through that tough chapter in my life and moving forward. I actually recorded this footage a long time ago, like basically right after the last session of the episode 2. I'm just recording this voiceover later on. I do remember I wanted this playthrough to be about immersion and the beauty and how wonderful this game is. Of course, I'm playing with no HUD again. That is quite challenging, but it's a fun challenge to have. I remember when I first discovered this enemy, it was very surprising and freaked me out quite a bit. That dude just turned into this giant freaking Yao Guai. I don't know if that's actually what this creature is called, or supposed to be called. Pretty sure Yao Guai is just in the Fallout universe, but maybe that's kind of actually a name for this giant bear in like mythology or some sort of maybe Slavic culture, or I can't think of any other name besides mythology if it would be accurate. This is a pretty cool fight. I'm glad I challenged him. And down he goes. He gives you a larval tear, which is very useful. I don't really switch up my playstyle a whole lot in this game. I typically I start new characters for whatever build I'm wanting to go for. I don't really switch stuff around too much. So those larval tears aren't too useful for me, but I know in a lot of different challenge runs they can be. Look at how cool that tree looks. It's so big. You can see in the distance. I just recorded a episode for a new series, new playthrough I'm doing for Resident Evil Village. And I think I said the word that, like, cool, or like said that's so cool so many times. I'm gonna have to, maybe someone will see write down in the comments who watched that video, like get a cool counter going. I'm actually kind of rewatching this and recording. It's kind of like I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know what's gonna happen next. It's been a while since I recorded this. Oh yeah, that's such a cool weapon art. I think or spell. No, it's an incantation. I'm pretty sure. That like slashy, fiery attack. Got that from the DLC. Same with this deck. Just smoked them. I think I was surprised that I killed him there, but he is like a fairly early on enemy, so I actually just deleted Elden Ring off my hard drive. Not but like 3 hours ago to download Monster Hunter World. I do thankfully have a couple episodes recorded after this one, or maybe only one. But I might have to I had to re-download Elden Ring. Finish this playthrough. I have such a bad habit of not finishing when I start. But that is something I'm working on. I am getting better at that, slowly but surely. The fact that I even came back to these videos, big part of that. Well, that was cool. He like blocked it with his sword. Ooh. Accidental kill, but nonetheless really cool looking. The Great Ape. These bozos. they were annoying me quite a bit. So, you know what I did? I went and hunted them down in response. Ooh. Sick animation dodge. Getting off the horse. But yeah, I think part of what can help me push through my resistance to follow it, like continuing on and following through with things, is just working through my fear of whatever I create or do is not being good enough. Look at that moon. Just trying to work through that and committing regardless of that fear, and trying to give myself more grace and believe in myself more. Like, the entire time I was recording that last video on Resident Evil, I was just thinking to myself that I'm just not good enough. This isn't good enough. No one is going to want to watch this. And while I was recording the video, and it's uploading right now, actually, currently, I was just thinking about how that's being so hard on myself. And not just an area that I've always been hard on myself, and just trying to pay attention to that and just do it regardless. I know, nobody's first videos are incredible, and no one's videos are always incredible, no matter video or not. So I'm sure I'll find a bit more of a rhythm on how I want to make these videos, even like this one. Thinking about, I'm finding it much easier to communicate and talk through watching myself play, and commentary is probably a lot better in that regard, but I'm also able to enjoy the actual experience of playing more, and I can record videos and have them backlogged, ready to go if I do the voiceover later on. I don't have to worry, because that's a big part of why I don't record. Something that sets me back is like I'm not always ready to do a voiceover. So maybe that'll be changing plans on how I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Or maybe it did. That hit me. Ooh, right in the gut. That's like more towards the groin area. Get gutted. I do think I honestly feel like I already have an idea of how I want these videos to go. General of idea, just about immersion and slow-paced, a bit more slow-paced. Maybe a bit more, I know I can be a bit more philosophical, think about things a bit deeper. And that's gonna come through my videos whether I even notice it or not, but I do know that's something I care about. And moments like these where I sit and enjoy a fire with an NPC. And see, I don't think I would have done that if I was recording a voiceover in that moment, because I get so distracted by what I'm saying that I can't get fully immersed in what I'm doing. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I will say, it may have been a bad choice to do a bunch of recordings for a couple hours right now, because there's something going on in my city where you can't, none of the water is drinkable right now. You gotta boil the water for some reason. Got a notice from the local, I don't know who, but water place. But this is creepy. Isn't this creepy? Burn them at the stake like this. I'm always forget how unsettling these games can be. The theme and what's happening in them. But yeah, I don't have any water I can drink right now. I'm not trying to boil water to drink. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow and get some bottled water. So I'm about to go. I'm gonna be going to bed here anyways. But now I'm just rambling. That area always give me the heebie-jeebas. And the madness, kind of enemies and just in general creepy. I will say though, the madness boss in the DLC has got the coolest Midra. He's got the coolest music in the game out of probably any game. I don't really, I know there's some, I don't listen to a whole lot of music in video games. That is one of my favorites for sure. I recommend you check it out. It's some Midra's. You know, I'll actually look it up right now. First, let's enjoy this view. Ooh, spooky. Wanna fall. It's cool seeing the bridge kind of sway like that. And all this like heavenly kind of bright light. It's added with the fog. Very cool. Very cool. The song is called Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Really recommend you check it out. Oh, wow. Kind of like sunshine shining through the mist like that. The God rays, I think they're called. Look at that. The trees swaying. A slight little bit of rain. I think the rain really adds to this environment, this area. Makes it feel so comforting. Try and imagine the rain coming down, maybe dropping on, a couple droplets falling on your skin. The very, very soft, you barely hear it hitting the rocks and the ground around you, and maybe your metal armor you have donned on your shoulders to guard you from the pain. It guards you so well. And your cape makes you feel like a hero, makes you feel fulfilled. and it too protects you. You got your blade slung over your shoulder. Keeps you safe. Something I bring this up in the Resident Evil video, but probably gonna bring it up in every video now. Something I appreciate. I mean, something I recognize in myself and I appreciate is that physical art, the feeling, imagining what something feels like physically on your body, on your skin. I feel like that goes underappreciated. Because a lot of art is focused on visual. Like, look at this view, for example. Amazing. Spectacular. And a lot of art is focused on audio, music, and sound design. Amazing as well. But I think really goes underappreciated is physical art. And trying to imagine yourself in the environment, what it feels like, what your body is feeling. Like right now, I'm imagining I feel the weight of the armor resisting me as I'm running up this hill. I feel the iron, this long iron sword on my shoulders. I'm trying to balance it with my one hand while I'm running. I feel the sheath on my back as it sways back and forth as I jog forward. I can feel the magic in my fingertips coursing through my veins as I shoot this blood fire out towards my enemies. I could feel the air lightening and becoming sweet as I head towards this grace. It feels slightly warm, and the smells, the aromas are comforting, but not at all overpowering. Just a faint sweetness in the air. I could feel the grass swaying against my ankles. And the horsey underneath me. I don't know what it's what's the spectral steed's name? I'm pretty sure he has a name, doesn't he? Something is his name. I'm gonna name him something. Spectral steed something. You ride something into battle. I think I just switched to some sort of fiery weapon for this Erdtree avatar. So they're weak to fire. Maybe this is Mesmer's Spear, which is a really cool weapon. The weapon art in this thing is so cool. It's badass, quite frankly. And so is breathing fucking white flames. The dragon head you summon. And fighting a giant tree. God, I've forgotten how cool this game is. Giant tree that shoots holy magic at you. Faith-based magic. I wouldn't call it magic. I don't want to call it magic, right? It's like what it's described as incantations. So what would be? I guess yeah. Just call it incantations. Holy incantations being cast towards you. Big tree. Very pretty. I know that books can sometimes give that sort of physical immersion that I was just talking about earlier. It makes me sad that books are becoming less popular. People are struggling to read. And I don't blame them. I feel like there might be a bit of a negativity when that topic gets brought up and people talk about it. It's like accusatory almost. People say, you need to read. Why aren't you reading? It sounds very aggressive almost. And I feel bad because people are missing out on reading, but also people aren't reading because they're struggling. They struggle to read. I wish that wasn't the case. I know that's my case. I struggle to read, but I'm slowly getting back into it. I've been reading Stephen King's Fairy Tale over the last 6 months. It's a very, very slow intro. I'm on page, actually I can just check what page I'm on. I got my book right here. Let's see. I'm on page 213. And it's kind of like, just in the last like 30 pages as the story really started to pick up. It's a very slow burn. And I kind of, in a way, I like it. Because I've struggled to be able to pay attention to a book long enough to like keep reading. So if I had a book that was really fast paced, I would constantly like be like, what's happening? I don't remember. So I'd only read like 5-10 pages at a time. But with this, it's so slow. I could keep pace with it. And I'd love to hear, what is your reading style? Do you binge read and then you don't touch reading for a while, like myself? Or do you read really fast? Do you read really slow? Do you always read? Do you never read? I'd love to hear what you think. I don't know why. I think because of maybe my style of video and what I kind of care about and what I talk about and create, I feel like I would attract more readers than non-readers, but everyone is welcome to my videos. Such a cool move. Bang. Even lights him on fire. I think you have to grind for this sword. It's a pretty low drop chance. Like 4%, I think. It took me like 30-40 minutes to get it, which actually I was very surprised I got it so quickly. I'm thankful I got it so quickly, because the enemy that drops this weapon is quite tough. It's the Flame Knights in the DLC area. Mesmer's Flame Knights. It was so cinematic. It was like, you guys really want to fuck with me? Okay. Let's go. I will say this is actually slower paced than I feel comfortable with. I don't think I'm going to edit anything out, but it's good to recognize for myself as this is quite slow, even for me. And that was actually a big part of why I quit recording these, was because I felt like I was being so critical of myself that, oh, look at those clouds. It's so cool. The roiling, bubbling clouds really adds. It's oh man. I felt like I was overthinking it and just trying. I was constantly thinking about like, I I want to play slowly, but I was felt like I was playing too slow. And now that I'm rewatching it, it's like, oh yeah, I'm playing way too slow. Those clouds got me completely distracted. I think I explained that very poorly, but it's fine. It's not very important. I love to come down here and explore the beach. Not really explore, but just take it in. Because I've come down this area so many times. It's the place I most frequently go to when I replay this game, just to revisit this beach. I got some friends here. I wonder what that would feel like to be decrepit and decaying to that level, to that point. To be able to see through your body, even. Like, you could see through him. To be able to not be able to die and to have your body decaying to that degree, it's creepy, but this is, I know this is gonna sound really strange, but it's fulfilling in a way to try and imagine this. It's like working my creative brain. I recommend you try. Maybe you don't want to though. Understandably, being, look at them hobbling along together like that. They do move in herds. They look so much creepier too with their long necks and tiny heads. The ocean looking out into this misty sea. Calming. I don't know how, I don't know why, but watching them can be a bit calming as well. Maybe because they're so much in sync and it's kind of like you're not out here completely alone. Even though they're not, human. They are partially human, at least. Humanoid. Look at that. Look at that. See the Great Bridge off in the distance. My little penguin friends. I love these guys. They're so cute. Sad you gotta shoot them for feathers. They're like, or silver toes. Foul toes, whatever they're called. Look at that though. The land, plateaus, the fog coming up. I love fog. I love this game. I love video games. Trying to imagine the waves slowly coming in and pushing against your legs. your ankles, your shins. Listen to the push and pull as the tide comes in. Well, that was short-lived. Thought I was going to stay there a bit longer. But I'm pretty sure I'm trying to show you an even better spot down on the beach. Fairly certain that's what I'm going to go do right now. There's a... I love to go down where I just was, but there is an area down here that I love even more. It was my favorite area in the game until I played the DLC. I can't quite decide now where my favorite area in the game is. Now this is a very specific area, like a square, like 40 foot by 40 foot area. There's entire like biome environments that I love. That's not what I'm talking about here though. So cool seeing like the strong red of this magic against the darker grays and greens. What a cool fight. Like, I know he wasn't tough or anything, but that was just cinematic as fuck. And it was just a basic enemy, too. There's an entire, like, environment area in the DLC with a bunch of blue flowers and red flowers that I love that entire, I'd say, biome area. It's an entire area. This is just a small area that I really love in the base game. And you will see why here momentarily. It's like that guy was saying hi to me. I get to sit and chill with this guy. And look, the giant cliff face. Oh, man. Things that are that big are just spectacular. That's one of the things I love most in this game, or in life in general, are just really huge things. If you come down here when it's sunset or sunrise, oh my god. I don't think you'll ever see anything more beautiful. At least in a video game. And you have a little compadre with you. You can rest here with. You'd feel the soft sand and brown grass under your feet and under your legs. You feel very supported by the soft ground and the warm flames comfort you while you watch the butterflies dance in the air. Hmm. Hmm. I think I was here. I was trying to just get a screenshot. That's right. I was going to use a screenshot for the thumbnail. I'm glad I remembered because I wouldn't have done that normally. I don't think, or I wouldn't have used this if I hadn't rewatched it. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing there. Just like looking at the wall. This is fucking wallpaper worthy right here. This is wallpaper worthy. Look at that, man. Look at that. This pink haze is pretty cool. Clouds clearing. This warm red sky. You can see further in the on the horizon of the water and even the birds are like looking up and be like, wow, look at that sky. So pretty. Take another screenshot. Just in time for everything to get cloudy. And off to... Oh, what's this boss's name? I can't remember. Just like I can't remember which Grace side of Grace it is that I need to go to. I always forget. I believe it's the debate parlor. I'm about to go to the wrong one again. Yep, it's a debate parlor. What's the name of this boss? Can't remember. But she's about to get clapped by my Freya's Blood Greatsword. Yeah, I'm back at Hogwarts. What of it? I envision those guys as being like Mr. Filch. Pretty much everyone here is Mr. Filch. All the enemies. I've got like 400 hours in Elden Ring, and I just discovered the magic. That magic talisman, or it protects you from magic. So I know about the pearl talisman, um, but that one's not. I don't. I don't think it. I'm not entirely sure if that actually protects from magic, but they're the one. The one I equipped is actually good for magic protection. It just surprises me all the time how long I've played this game, and there's still so much I have yet to find and explore. Ah, an ankle biter. Break your teeth on my armor, though.
Hush, little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Look at the moves. Oh my gosh. Look at the moves. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, the fire got me, though. I was slick for a second there. Oh, I still got it, though. Can't believe I actually one pumped her there. That lightning attack probably hit, like, procced a couple times, maybe.
Ah, my beloved.
She
Have
became
no
an ankle
fear.
biter.
I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever. Upon my name as Rani the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
She looks so determined there. This fight in particular looks really cool with no HUD. I'd love to see like a mod that makes the water you're running on, maybe add stars in it, like that one super popular animation of like the blue and pink stars with the astronaut in it, or make the water super deep so you can like see that it goes on for, you can't see the bottom, you know, like add dimension to it. Oh, also, sorry about the visual glitches in this area.
Did ye
It's,
flee, my sweetings,
I don't know what's
and
going on
out
here.
from whence ye hide? There are books and
It's definitely
lights within.
immersion breaking, but
Come out,
it's fine.
say I, or will ye be
You know, that's interesting.
gravestones,
It's interesting to see in hindsight,
anew?
because when I recorded this several months ago, I was a lot,
Where did ye
um,
flee, my
my
sweetings?
perfectionism and how
Come
hard I was on
out
myself
from
was a lot
whence ye
worse. I was the
hide.
worst about that. And I blamed myself, and I was so
And
hard on
light
myself for this visual
appeared,
glitch happening.
dither not.
And I thought the whole
Come out,
video was
say
ruined
I,
because this was
or
happening
will ye
at the
be
time.
gravestones?
Sorry, I'm talking over her, by the way. Just realized. Um, but now it's like I recognize it's really not that big a deal, and I'm not being as hard on myself about it, and I'm happy about that. It's nice to see that actual progress. Also, this is a really cool area. The high vaulted ceilings, and look at the designs on the floor. They're so intricate and detailed. A lot of attention to detail in here. Same with those toes. God, why did I say that? So many books. Toes! Sorry, couldn't help it. That didn't. This makes it look like a horror scene here with the flashing lights like that. I think it might be. I have a mod. I'm using a mod here to increase my FPS past 60. I was like, I use it to remove the 60 FPS cap. But yeah, that's been this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It's nice to be back. It's nice to be back recording videos again, and
Where did ye
I'm
flee,
sure I'll be
my
making more,
sweetings? Come
getting
out
back into it.
from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty.
I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on my videos and on these videos, and hope you have a really wonderful day. See you guys.